Ever wondered which fish can survive out of water? You might be surprised to learn that it's not a trick question. In the depths of the world's most extreme environments, certain fish species have ditched the comfort of the water and adapted to life on land. These remarkable creatures can breathe air, crawl, and even climb. Join me as we journey into the wild to uncover the secrets of these incredible land-walking fish. Let us look at the muddy banks of mangrove swamps and intertidal zones home to the mud skipper. Now, this isn't your average fish. These guys are the ultimate survivors, perfectly adapted to thrive both in and out of water. You see that muddy terrain? That's their playground. They use their powerful pectoral fins, almost like arms, to skip, hop, and even climb tree roots. But how can they survive out of water, you ask? Well, the mud skipper has a few tricks up its sleeve. Mud skippers can survive on land for up to 48 hours by closing their gill slits and trapping a bubble of air inside their mouths. The mud skipper's secrets lies in their gills. Unlike most fish, which need a constant flow of water over their gills to breathe, the mud skipper can hold water in special gill chambers. It's like having an oxygen tank built right in. This allows them to stay on land for extended periods, hunting for insects, and even courting mates. And if that wasn't impressive enough, they can also absorb oxygen through their skin and the lining of their mouth and throat, a process called cutaneous respiration. It's like having a second set of lungs. This adaptation allows them to thrive in environments where other fish wouldn't last a minute. Think about it. Surviving in a constantly changing environment where the tide dictates their every move. They're tough, resourceful, and a true testament to the power of adaptation. Next, we're venturing deep into the heart of the mangrove forests, a world dominated by tangled roots and brackish water. Here, amongst the fallen leaves and humid air, we encounter another extraordinary fish, the mangrove rivulus. This little guy takes out of water living to a whole new level. You see, not only can they survive on land, but they can actually thrive there for about 4 months at a time. The mangrove rivulus, like our friend the mud skipper, can breathe air through its skin. That's longer than most fish can survive in an aquarium. They've even been known to live in crab burrows, hollow logs, and even old coconut shells, waiting for the tide to return. Now, surviving on land means adapting to a whole new set of challenges. Food, for instance, becomes a different ballgame. But the rivulus is a master of adaptation. They've been observed changing their diet, switching from aquatic prey to land-dwelling insects and even small crustaceans. And when it comes to movement, they've got a unique way of getting around. Using their powerful tails, they can actually flip themselves considerable distances, navigating the forest floor with surprising agility. The mangrove rivulus is a testament to the sheer tenacity of life. To survive in such a harsh and unforgiving environment, they've had to develop extraordinary abilities. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get really wild. Our next destination takes us to Southeast Asia to meet the climbing perch, a fish that can actually climb trees. You heard that right, climb trees. Now, before you picture a fish scaling a giant oak, let me explain. The climbing perch doesn't quite climb in the traditional sense. Instead, it uses its strong pectoral fins, which are equipped with sharp spines, to pull itself up vertical surfaces. Imagine this. You're walking through a forest and suddenly you spot a fish dragging itself up a tree trunk. It's enough to make you question everything you thought you knew about fish. But for the climbing perch, it's just another day in the life. But how does it breathe out of water? Well, like the mud skipper, the climbing perch has a special adaptation, a labyrinth organ. This organ acts like a primitive lung, allowing them to extract oxygen from the air. They also store water in their gill chambers, ensuring they have a backup supply when venturing onto land. Now, why would a fish want to climb a tree in the first place? Well, for starters, it allows them to escape predators and access new food sources. It also helps them reach isolated pools of water during dry spells, ensuring their survival. The climbing perch can generally last for 6–10 hours without water. The climbing perch is a true marvel of evolution, a fish that has broken free from the constraints of its watery home. They remind us that the only limits are the ones we set for ourselves. Our journey takes us to Africa, Australia, and South America, where we encounter a true living fossil, the lungfish. These ancient creatures have been around for over 400 million years, and they hold the key to understanding the evolutionary leap from water to land. As their name suggests, lungfish possess lungs, a remarkable adaptation that allows them to breathe air just like we do. But here's the catch. They also have gills, making them perfectly capable of breathing underwater as well. Talk about having the best of both worlds. Now, lungfish aren't exactly known for their land-walking skills. They're more like underwater acrobats that can survive on land when they need to. During dry seasons, when their watery homes shrink to muddy puddles, the lungfish buries itself in the mud, creating a cocoon-like structure to stay moist. Inside this cocoon, they enter a state of estivation, a type of dormancy similar to hibernation. A lungfish can survive outside of water for days or even years. Their metabolic rate slows down, and they can survive for months, even years on land, breathing air through their lungs until the rains return. Imagine the resilience it takes to survive such extreme conditions, to essentially hit the pause button on life and wait for better days. The lungfish is a testament to the enduring power of life, a symbol of survival against all odds. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, hope remains, waiting for the chance to bloom again. Our final stop takes us to the murky waters of Southeast Asia, where we encounter a fish that's as slippery as it is surprising, the eel catfish. This nocturnal predator has a knack for adventure, often venturing onto land in search of a meal. Their long, eel-like bodies are perfectly designed for navigating both water and land. They use a combination of wriggling movements and their strong pectoral fins to propel themselves across muddy surfaces, resembling a snake more than a fish. But here's where things get really interesting. The eel catfish has another trick up its sleeve. It can breathe air. They have a highly vascularized mouth and throat, which allows them to absorb oxygen directly from the air. This adaptation gives them a significant advantage, allowing them to hunt in oxygen-deprived waters and even venture onto land for short periods. Imagine the stealth of this predator, lurking in the shallows, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. And if their prey happens to be on land, no problem. The eel catfish won't hesitate to launch a land-based assault. The eel catfish is a reminder that the natural world is full of surprises, that even the most unassuming creatures can possess extraordinary abilities. They teach us to never underestimate the power of adaptation, to always expect the unexpected. From the mud-skipping mud skipper to the tree-climbing perch, these fish have shown us that survival knows no bounds, reminds us that the animal kingdom is full of surprises. Which land-walking fish amazed you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you've learned something from this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.